Welcome back. We're a day off this week because we had a busy Sunday, but it is time to go through the 12-pound barrel. They ran for 8 days on this run because, like I say, we didn't have time to get to them yesterday. See some of our kaleidoscope jasper. A lot of red jasper in there and Botswanas. Alright, I had one hit the floor. Just about a tradition on this 12-pound barrel. No assistant this week because it's awful early in the morning and she's still sleeping. I'll go through those and see what's ready to move on. We'll take a look at that, and we've got some interesting stuff to put in there this week, some stuff I've never tumbled before. We've gotten some stuff from a viewer a while back here, and I think we're going to get some of that in the barrel this week, so we'll take a closer look at that stuff too. This is all the stuff that we're pulling out this week. We'll take a closer look at that, and then I've got one thing that we're going to add to the barrel, and we'll take a closer look at that. So this week we have a couple of Botswanas. If it wants to focus for me. There we go. This one's got some pretty cool bands on it. Nothing too exciting. And then this little guy has some really awesome bands on it. And that side's just looks like agate. No bands. All the bands are there. And then we also have a couple of Mozambique agates that we're going to move on. And these don't have a lot going on. If it wants to focus again. That one's got some bands going on in it. And oh, that's a Botswana. That one's got some pretty cool bands on it. And these are just a couple little Mozambiques. Not a lot going on, but we'll see what they look like on a flashlight when we get them tumbling. And then we also have a little bit of the zebra jasper. Like I said last week, I'm losing patience with that stuff a little bit, but it's looking pretty good. It's got all the yellow and white more than, or yellow and brown more than the white and brown or black, but a lot of it's got things that I won't be able to get rid of, or just different material in it that doesn't necessarily look like it'll polish very well, but we're going to give it a tumble and see what it turns into. And then we also have the Thunder Egg. And on the Thunder Egg, we're starting to see some stuff up in here. Some of them will have some white in there, and we're getting more and more of the brown off of it, and then there's some moss going on there, and I don't know what will expose. It looks like it's pretty well mostly just agate in there, other than this little area here, but it just keeps getting a little smaller and getting more of the brown stuff, because the brown stuff kind of polishes, but it doesn't look really great. So that's everything. This will go back in, and that other stuff was pretty well all we had coming out this week, but this week I want to take a little look at this. We've got, it's Chalcedony and Common Opal. And the viewer that I got it from said that the opal might be a little softer, if I remember right. Yeah, it's a little bit softer and more brittle. So we'll see what it does in the 12-pound barrel. That one, I think the white is the opal. So that one's mostly opal. Get it wet. And there's some chalcedony in there. This one's got more chalcedony that you can see right now. Kind of looks like it's got some dendrites in it. So yeah, we're going to throw them in and we'll see what they turn into. And there's a couple other pieces here. This one you can see some of the chalcedony on it also. And I don't know how deep it goes in there. And he said he's interested to see how the opal stands up to the 12-pound barrel. So we'll test it out and see what it turns into. And if it gets all messed up in the first week, I guess we'll reevaluate and see if we want to keep tumbling it or if we want to try to do it in a 3-pound barrel. So we'll go ahead and get things set back up and we'll get all this stuff loaded back in. We're all set back up here. We've got most of the stuff back in the barrel. And then we have our Thunder Egg and then our pieces of Common Opal and Chalcedony. And we're going to get that in there. We'll see what that does this week. And I think we've got a room for just a little bit more, so I'm going to throw in some red jasper. That's pretty well about the right level. A little bit less water. And we've got I got 13 tablespoons this week. I normally do 14, but it's only going to be 6 days instead of 7, so I'm going to do one less. Hopefully we'll be able to get to it next Sunday. I'm sure we should be able to. So we'll get that back on, and we'll see what that Common Opal and Chalcedony looks like next week and take a look at everything else. Thanks for watching.